Alright guys, what's up? Hillside Gardener back with you. Today, just been kind of going over something in my head and I thought I'd make a video of it. I'm going to go with my 5 top plants or flowers or plants for your landscaping garden that a lot of people seem to like that I absolutely despise. So if you're like me, maybe some of these plants you don't like, maybe some of these you do like, but you know, everybody's different. So I just want to give you my 5 top, or I guess least favorite plants to grow in the garden. Alright guys, so number 5. The number 5 plant or flower I don't like growing at all, that I think is annoying. I think it looks weedy, and I mean it has its benefits, I guess, if it's like in a meadow or something like that, but for the landscape, number 5 is definitely sweet pea. When I first moved to this house, this hillside here, this bank was just covered in just sweet pea, and it'll self-sow. It may look nice, it may, you know, attract beneficial pollinators and whatnot, but you know what, the most part it looks ratty. It gets all long and scraggly and I just don't like it. So let me show you a close-up of one I have here that's come up from seed that I thought I pulled all these guys out, but like I said, once it gets established, you're not getting rid of it. So let's take a close-up at this plant here. There, if you see that flower coming up, that's a sweet pea flower, and the flower does look nice, but I mean the plants get all scraggly and just don't look nice, and I just don't want them in my yard or garden. So if you do, that's great, but it's not for me. Guys, so number 4, and the plant I don't have around me because I don't like it and I'm not growing it here obviously, is Nasturtium. So nasturtiums have some benefits. People grow it for I guess the leaves. They can eat them in salads or add a little flavoring to dishes, I guess. I don't know. I've grown it. I tried it for that reason. I don't like it, but the reason why I don't like nasturtium is because ants will intentionally farm the aphids onto the plant. Now if you don't know what that means, it means ants will intentionally go out and find aphids. They'll bring them to the nasturtium plant, place them on there, and then the aphids do what they do. They start sucking the sap out of the plants. The ants then come and, you know, take the sap, or the honeydew I think they call it, and they, you know, it's like a beneficial relationship, which that's cool. But I'm kind of on the anti-aphid side, so I'm not going to intentionally want to bring them to my garden or my yard or my flower beds for that reason, and it's not worth it to me because I just don't like nasturtiums, quite honestly. So if there's any benefit to them, it doesn't outweigh the negative that comes with the ants and all the aphids and everything like that. So that's my number 4. I'm sure some people out there love nasturtiums. I'll get a lot of hate mail down in the comments, I'm sure, but it's all good. That's what this video is all about. Alright guys, here's my number 3 plant that I don't like in my garden or landscape. And I'm sure you guys have these all over. I see them everywhere. Some people may like it. These are not a specific plant by name, but it's like a variety or like a generic type of plant. And these are like the boxwoods, the arborvitaes, all these things that people put in their yards that you shape them into big circles, or you make like a nice square little hedge out of it. To me, that is just a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and it's just not, to me, something that I want to spend my time doing. Some people really get into that and they're really creative and they want to make that design in their yard, and that's totally cool. But for me, I just don't find the interest in it. You know, it's just not my thing. And I mean, these are some of these bushes here. I'll show you. I mean, you look, these guys have been pruned already once this year and they've already grown back and they're kind of getting misshapely. And like this red, I don't know what the name of these guys are actually, but check this out. If you can kind of see in here, see that guy right there? Those big spikes? Yeah, so when you're out here and you're pruning this, you're gonna get spikes in your hands. And if you're unfortunate enough to have to be the one to clean up, you know, on the ground when all the yeah, like I said, if you're unfortunate enough to have to clean up all the stuff off the ground, you're gonna have to wear gloves. And you know, if you're me, you're gonna walk through the yard barefoot, because that's what I do, and you're gonna step on something really sharp that you had to prune off of a bush that you didn't want to be there in the first place, but since it's in your neighbor's yard, you can't cut it out because it just grows onto your yard, which makes it even more annoying. But anyways, that's my number 3. These type of bushes and this type of landscaping feature, if you will, not for me, not my thing. I just don't like it, and I'm sure you guys do like it. Some people will get all upset about me, you know, about how they like growing this and how it's so creative and they can make, that's good, man. I mean, cool. Do that. You do you. Not for me. It's my video. So this is my number 3 hard no. All right, guys. Number 2. Obviously, it's not here because I don't like it, and it is not the clematis or however you say it. I love these things, so it's not part of the the hate mail video going on right now. But number 2 is something else I don't have planted in my yard, and those are Gladiolus bulbs. I mean, sure, they look great for the first year if they don't fall over. They're prolific, so they're going to multiply, they're going to survive. And what's going to happen is you're going to get a bunch of little tiny bulblets kind of start growing, and it looks like grass coming up, and it's just unsightly, and those things never seem to bloom. And you get one good year out of them, then you pretty much just need to pull them up, because they're, in my opinion, at least in my experience, I don't like them. I mean, they do look nice, I'll give you that for the first year. If they, you know, like I said, if they don't fall over, which they always tend to fall over, you have to stake them up and everything. When I plant flower bulbs or perennials like that, I want to plant them, I want to forget them, and I want them to do their thing. I want them to be, you know, self going on. They're not needing any extra care. They're going to multiply. They're going to last and rebloom year after year after year. In my opinion, the Gladiolus, they don't do that. They don't fit that bill, and I'm tired of fooling with them. So I don't have any more in my yard, and I won't buy any more. So that might ruffle some feathers. That's all right. Tell me why you like Gladiolus, right? How about give me some examples of why you like them, because I don't. So anyways, I'm not trying to get anybody's business or trying to upset anybody, but that's just, to me, like I said, this video is all about plants that aren't worth the trouble and the plants I don't like. So that's my number 2 most hated plant in the garden or landscape. So let's get down to number 1. All right, for my number 1 most disliked plant in the garden or landscape, and I had to get into the shade, and if you hear the air conditioner running in the background, sorry, but it's really, really hot out today. And this one is going to surprise you, and it's probably going to some people are going to just not like what I'm going to say, but I'll just go ahead and say it. Roses. Absolutely do not, unconditionally, do not like roses. Now, that's being said, I don't dislike roses, the flowers. They smell nice. They look, you know, beautiful in an arrangement, or like at a wedding, or, you know, anniversary, or whatever you use them for. Roses are great. They smell great. They look pretty. That's cool. I'll give you that. But growing roses, kind of going back to the bushes over there, they are full of spikes. You have to know how to prune them, which I don't, nor do I want to mess with them. The blooms don't last that long to really justify it. The deer will eat the crap out of them, so you have to fight off the deer for a flower on a bush that you don't want in your yard, at least in my opinion. So for me, growing roses, nope, not at all. No interest at all. I'm sure plenty of people out there have the green thumb or know what to do when it comes to roses. That's cool. I'm sure there's entire societies for roses, and, you know, flower shows and all this kind of stuff. I won't be participating, so don't look for me there. That being said, support your local flower shops. If you want some roses, I want you to go buy them from them. You know, support those small businesses, huh? How about that? Growing your own roses, you're taking away some potential business for those guys, right? So anyways, this is Dave the Hillside Gardener signing off. I'll go ahead and stop rambling right here. But those are my top 5 plants or landscaping features you will not find in my garden. So if there's a plant or something you guys don't like growing, or you have a bad experience and you've made it on the hard no list, leave the comments down below. Tell me what you don't like growing in your yard, and we'll talk about it. So see you next time here at the Hillside. Maybe next time I'll do my 5 top flowers or things to grow in the garden, kind of balance out the whole negativity. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.